Hello, good morning. This is Elias Munsha. I wish to welcome you to our broadcast for today. Elias Munsha. I'm going to give you a few minutes to share this link with as many people as you can, because I just want to address one issue that seems to be a little. It's very straightforward, but slightly complicated. Okay, and it's the huge debate about insults, insele, name pondo. Okay, insults. The reason why I need to address this issue of insults is because it has constitutional significance in Zambia. Okay, it has constitutional significance, and the reason why it has constitutional significance is because of how it is being interpreted now, right? So, and then I'm going to speak in both English and Bemba. So nalasankanya fiance, ichibemba nechisungu for some reason, okay? Now, just to be clear, we need to create, in Zambia, we need to create a distinction between public law and private law, okay? Public law and private law. We need to create that distinction in our minds. Secondly, we need to create a distinction between the law and culture. Very important distinctions. The law and culture, and the difference between public law and private law. It's very important. So let's begin with the reason why the Constitution gives you, as a citizen of Zambia, certain liberties and freedoms. Okay. The reason why the Constitution of Zambia gives a citizen of Zambia certain freedoms and liberties, there is only one reason. Okay? There is only one reason. The reason why you as a citizen have what is known as a Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights exists to protect you as a citizen from the control of the state. State power. What is the state? The state is the police, soldiers, guns, their jails, and bombs. That is a state power. Under constitutional theory, the state has overwhelming power. And because the state has overwhelming power, you as a citizen in Zambia must be protected by the Constitution so that the state does not force you to do certain things or to believe certain things. The other thing is, so that the state does not stop you from running your mouth. Very important. The reason is for Zambians to have their constitutional liberties, their constitutional freedoms. The Constitution must protect them from the state, from politicians, from the police, from soldiers, from people who can use force to force you. That is why we as citizens have the Bill of Rights. What are these rights under the Bill of Rights? Freedom of association. The idea that I'm free to move from Mongu to Chipata for no reason. I don't need to give you a reason to move from one place to another. Mayendele. That's the freedom of association, freedom of movement, freedom of expression. In other words, I'm supposed to say whatever I want. Okay? Now, that is a public law issue. That is the power that the Constitution, that is the right that the Constitution gives me as a citizen. In other words, this cannot become a police issue. It only becomes a police issue if there is positive law that restricts some of these freedoms. Okay? Those laws that restrict some of my freedoms are supposed to be clearly written down in what is known as the Zambia Penal Code. The Zambian Penal Code is a list of crimes that the Zambian state says I shouldn't do in spite of my constitutional rights. And if I did them, then the Zambia police is going to be involved in it and arrest me. Okay? Now, the limits that are under the Penal Code, some of the limits under the Penal Code are unconstitutional. Now, as a citizen, I cannot say that a particular provision in the Penal Code is unconstitutional because it's only the High Court which can make that determination. However, as a citizen, I can begin thinking about provisions in the Penal Code that are unconstitutional. Let me tell you one case of known as Christine Mulundika. So, according to the Penal Code, all right, there was a law in Zambia that forbade people from meeting together, from having what is known as a protest. It was in the Penal Code. And the person who is arrested, first of all, the police could stop you from coming together, gathering together, and they can take you to court and you can be jailed for it. Christine Mulundika and her friends, I think that was in about 1996, they decided to go on and hold a protest. When they were arrested, good lawyers, they went and argued in the High Court. This is what they said. In the High Court, they said that even if there is this Penal Code provision that stops Christine Mulundika from associating and disobeying the police, Christine Mulundika does have a constitutional right to associate and to meet and to have a protest. So, what happened was the Supreme Court in that decision, they said that to the extent that the Zambian Penal Code interfered with Christine Mulundika's freedom of assembly, that provision in the Penal Code was unconstitutional. That is how the law develops. The reason is the provision that was initially stopping Christine Mulundika is a colonial dictatorial provision in the Penal Code. That is what it is. And so you can change a constitution, but changing the constitution does not automatically mean that the Penal Code is cleaned. In other words, there are so many provisions in the Penal Code that have not caught up with the Constitution of Zambia that gives people the freedoms. For example, in the Christine Mulundika issue, there was a constitution, 1991 constitution, that guaranteed citizens the freedom of association. But there was a provision in the Penal Code that forbade Christine Mulundika from freely meeting with her friends. Christine Mulundika decided to sue, to go to court. And judges said, it's true, Christine Mulundika must have the freedom to meet with her friends. Why? The Constitution gives Christine Mulundika that freedom. Before independence, there were several laws in Zambia under the Penal Code that we inherited as Zambians that were dictatorial. One of those laws is known as the law of insults. I think it's called 187. Zambian lawyers, help me out here. That law, from pre-colonial times, it said that if a person insults another person, it was a jailable offense. It was a criminal offense. Now, the whole reason why abasungu babikire mwefunde ili yakulesha abantu okutukana, it's because natives in those days, Amazambians, abalelwisha obuntungwa, they knew that they couldn't punch the whites. They knew that they couldn't punch people that were part of the colonial civil service. So the only tool that they were using was insults. Vale tukana. So governor is abamutuka. They shower insults at the governor. you know, other people, Zambians, they support the colonial masters. That's how the colonialists now came up with this penal code issue in the law. Iya kulando kwa watu muntu watukana kumuchita shani kumuchita charged with a crime. Now, we now have a different constitution. We now have a constitution that gives Zambians the freedom of expression. So, when we are saying that the police should not be involved, we are not saying that ukweba ati yo mkwai abantu bafuire okulaituka tefyo tulelanda ifyo tulelanda fyakoba tubakapokola tabafuire okulaitumpa munselesha abantu. It shouldn't be a police case. And my submission is, to the extent that ija provision ya penal code iyala ndokoba tumuntu ngaletukana kumutwala kujere, my submission is that is unconstitutional. Now, when we say it is unconstitutional, it does not then mean that it's okay. Because constitutional rights, sometimes you can be given a constitutional right and yet it's still not okay to do it. Constitutional rights is about what the state cannot do. So, ngarautira kantwa atuka kantwa. The best thing is ulioba tukire afuire aya mushtira Simon uo mutukire. Ero nga bashita Simon ero baya isova kulya kokot efyo chfuire chaba. Icho tulekana chakoba nomba mulete mubaka pokola munselesha abantu. That is the issue. Tatulelanda ati yo mkwaya abantu bafuye bamukuyituka nebo shima pepo ineshitukana. Nomba nenzere nshashtemo. Nomba tekoba nomba twala pera makabaka pokola. Ngani banga bakapokola balakaka. Mulenje babonsa batukana kuchwa empala. Every person who is insulting in Chuempala, mukabakaka. Chatire chove, uyo ati chatire chove, no ati chatire chove. It's a criminal offense. You are going to charge each and every one of them in Chuempala. Somebody sent me a clip at yo munsha tawishi wefunde abantu balabakaka over insults. And basa ndetera clip yaba lumendo kwa misis bale no lutuku. Elo nombo munankwe bale no lutuku. Elo atuko munankwe katuishinsere shwesho bamutuki. Atibayo na kapokola na ba magistrate bamukaka 2 months simple imprisonment. Efyo kanshi difunde against insults bali bonfyafye kubalanda. Ayin. Same colonial mentality muli bonfyafye kubalanda not kubakanka. Limbi abakankala batukana mu kisungu ayin. Abakankala batukana mu kisungu so tamubekata muya mukoyikata abalanda abena misisi ati yo mkwaya ntuka. Elo mwa mtwala mu jail for 2 months. Why should the police be involved in those cases? Abakankala nga baletukana tamubekata ati yo pantu baletukana mu kisungu yoko enadisha mwai. Nomba balanda bashamine fe ati yo mkwaya pantu baletukana mu kibemba na mu kinyanja. Echo bashamine. Nachimbi nichi. Ngamo chakutira muabika mu bakapokola munsele. Ubwafyo wakwe bati bakapokola balasala balesala wakuchita charge. Kaunda. Tari are tutuka for Zambians at stupid idiots. So under the penal code mulando, kaunda at stupid idiots. Ba PF bale tukana every day they are insulting others. Nishta mulebachitira charge with that provision. Ida provision ibafi live when it is either somebody who is not sympathetic to the Patriotic Front. When we say equality before the law, what it means is that the law must apply equally to everybody. That is the rule of law. If ya kweva ati mulebo mfia different rules over Patriotic Front supporters and different rules for others is not right. Mwaikala ukula ikata opposition people wale tukana under the law of insults and criminal libel. Lelo tamulechita the same thing over people that support the Patriotic Front. Ebwafia budipo. kwali bomulumendo omoutuka HH insereshi ukabati HH mwana wabuule mwana wa mubuchende oyo mulumendo tabamwikata iyo is freely making noise every day ngachinji tabamwikatira icho tulechita advocate is equality before the law. You apply same rules if you are going to involve the police. Otherwise, Simon, it becomes a private dispute between individuals, between two people. You don't involve the police. Nganibanga bakapokola bakakaka. Avanced. Inepa Rwanda kwena mwandini nshashite mwenzere ero nawe tukana nshabatemwa ngore tukana nishine tauri mnandi because insere shivi why should you be insulting? No, but the next question is why should the police be arresting people for insulting? No. The God number chonse chivi kuvika mubaka pokola iyo. And the problem is that ngamwabika mubaka pokola tamle it's not ending there. Ngamwabika mubaka pokola nomba they go after people that are not sympathetic to the ruling patriotic front. Evo mwako se hapo kuikata atiyo mkwai because of an insult. That provision in the penal code that says umuntu ngare tukana they need to go to jail is a colonial law. It's unconstitutional because it involves the state power to limit freedom of expression of people. Okay, that is what it means. Ero nensere shine imwe bemba banandi ngamulelumba chitimukulu nensere mulabika mo malumbo. Number that provision says insults kuisa kuikata. Nangama nkana supporters abalanda ati dikulu. Ati dikulu. Ati nkana dikulu. Are you going to arrest all of them because wale tukana? This doesn't make sense. Eicho kanshi, when we are talking about liberties, we are not tatureranda tiyo nomba kanshi it should be freedom of insults. Yomkwayo umuntu ngakutuka mushitire Simon mukayelubulula kuli bashamu. That's how it's supposed to be. Takuli ati yo pantu watuka minister. No. The law must apply equally to everybody. Except in Bikateka. Ain pantu kateka is a symbol of the state. So we are to take away shock to Kakateka. Okay? I don't agree with that. Number minister and an ordinary citizen, the law applies equally. If an ordinary citizen kuyashita Simon, nishna minister wine kuyashita Simon. If you go to yo mwana vika mwaka pokola munsere, yo mkwai rekeni. It's unconstitutional, it's not right, it does not help anybody. And it's a misuse of state resources. Zambia tuadipia. Nkongole tuwakongola kaloba yadi fulano okufuna. Nomba tulunde po instead of channeling police resources to something that is going to help safeguard the safety of our people. Tualabo mpya baka pokola to go and insult uwa tukiri nani. Uwa landira tichati chobe nangu chikamba. Nangu chigiri. At you, what is the police doing here? Advise them to investigate that you say the chikamba to your friend. Is that efficient use of resources? No. That is okay. So we are not saying what we are saying is that the state should not be involved. Ine as a lawyer, I have 2 or 3 roles to do. First of all, but secondly, coach to think critically about the law. That is what we do. We think critically about the law. We don't just take the law at face value. Otherwise, courts would not exist. Omba imwe ya muti yo munsha ulechita encourage ukobata abantu baretukana chirechita encourage ukobata abantu baretukana icho ndelanda chako bati tuirabika muvakapokola munsere private insults of citizens. That is what I'm saying. Ukobata also watukana nomba ni mujere. Maybe that explains why in Zambia we have full jails. Our jails are full of people with petty offenses, useless offenses, like insulting each other. Allah. At evidence about Dora. Okay. I need to address this, Temwani. Temwani, you're saying, did he provide evidence about Dora? Listen, never mungu fwe wino sana. Inenshire lando kwebati owatukire uli omuntu mulera ndapo aliperwe nsambu. No. Fiabupuba. Okweba Dora diri ule. It's very bad. Fiabupuba elo fiabufi. I don't think there is any truth in it. Personally, I don't think Dora Riule, and I don't think Dora is running any prostitution ring. I don't agree with it. I don't think it's true. I think it's fiabufi. Nombecho ndekana chakobati mwaleta mubaka pokola. Elo mwaika to umuntu for 1 week. Yati nisha tiyo mkwayali toka umuntu ati diure. How can you justify that? PF cadres are insulting every day. In fact, Dora bene Parliament. Dora Parliament hadi tukanokukonfia the fingers. Insha ishvana na ile insult. Which finger do you use to insult? Is it the middle one or this one? Which one is it? Dora Parliament. Iyo basata bawe nene ali safuma akakomoka chinga nikesa kali atukana. Tabamwigete iyo atiyo mkwayo watuka banyu tabamwigete. So echo tule push yako chako bati in a country like Zambia, equality before the law. Private disputes must be resolved privately. Do not use the police, because when you use the police, kuchusha bantu abaretukana. That is what we are saying. Does the gentleman have evidence? Katwishi, but I don't think I got evidence. Ngani evidence in Jumba kwa yako watu yudiude. What evidence? Ni evidence in Shitemwanje. What evidence would the person bring up at you want to do? Engata what evidence basha mfumweba kumwebatiwe walitumpa ulikapuba. If you are there and the chavi wala mulipira kachinga ndora ngani nani wala mulipira 1000 kwacha. Pabupuba bobe. And the state is not involved. The state should not be involved at all. If you're an advocate, I don't know if you God has wired our brains. I think Gatatudi is so excited about these things of who is sleeping with who. I think humanity can go into extinction. So number tulafuaya sana kumfu about who is doing who, awale chitani banani, usho yule chitani nani. Elo ngani wana mayo tu wako serapo. Tina mayo ale popo kafere moneka bueno. We always want to know usho ule mchitani nani. Yangu tata mai. Alabuafia. Uturefu kuishi batu usho ule chitani nani. Pantu mundu te chamoneke figuno kano paria bari mchita. Buafia. If you have fieka. So if we to repair ensemble, if you're yo, each or to era and the chakovati, if you have one fevaka poker, tureke. Innocent Achan, the middle finger. Are you giving me the middle finger? Be careful, Bala Kuikata, and for giving me the middle finger. And which one is the middle finger? Is it this one or that one? Answer. Bad to Kene Parliament. Middle finger someone. So we cannot accept it. Pino called Muikata Fiavalanda. Pino called the Milan Shavalanda Fibeka. Abakankala abakabulonga tamubeka tako for insulting yo pantu batukana muchingeresh FUCK. ensere batukana so tamu pandunga baranda FUCKYOU mwebere shinsere shi tetmushi you can't arrest anyone nine kano ngasaranda ati chigamba chove nangu chatire chove mwaya ikata. There is a clip of that Mississippi couple. Honestly, Mississippi people. Abantu baleno lutukwero baituka at 2 months simple imprisonment. What a waste of resources. Warren Chanda, they should just ban Bemba insults. There is I shouldn't go there. Warren, you know that when praising Chitimukolo, kwa libense, and tensere fe tishaba ume, ne shaba nakashina shoshin. I'll leave it. Wewe ni fwe babemba nangu ngabareta sha mwata kazembe nawo wine ngababombye chibemba nawo wine balamutuka ati nsere malumbo culture so ngamulefo okwikatanishika kiteni kekateni abachita praise chitimukulu bantu balamuchita praise chitimukulu ati dikulu ridiculous. But what's your opinion on Chela? I've already said what I have to say on Chela. I think it's unfair. Why should they say, okay, Chela Chachin, no, but why should you keep him for 1 week in jail? For what? I mean, but in Shidampele and some before I ran if you've got at Shani would you kula igata abantu abule fia upo. He said they were quiet because you were saying the truth, and he insisted that some people he mentioned are married. Don't you think could destroy relationships? Yeah, I think so. That's why I'm saying it's a private dispute. Court. If that's what we say should be involved. We shouldn't involve Vakapokola. No. Mega resources. Margaret Sampakangwa ichibemba chali fina n'okufina amalumbo eyo kaingi bakangwa tali efe chaba mwali yeshu amalumbo atukufunda omwana kufika po tensere yo malumbo fwebe ne couch nombira omuntu amacolonialists ebalandira ati ngawatukana jail. We shouldn't. Why? Council, my request, sir, can you go back home by council, seller, to separate justice? To separate justice. Oh, okay. Why won't most of you musenge kangwa chireshe mwerwa musenge mulenga kuti bakutuka abantu abo. Kenneth Kapolyo Kampamba munsha imwe likulu yangu tata mai. Kenneth Kapolyo Kampamba ati likulu ai. Yeah. Anyway, this is we have 1 minute. Any questions or contributions? So, if you're able to, please go to YouTube and like my channel. So this was being broadcast simultaneously on the Facebook and on YouTube as well. So please do like our channel on YouTube, and then we're going to be bringing you some of this content. If we're watch nomba twaingira mu munchito na chirafa afokoba turande ko pa nono bare pansere, you know, to clarify a few things. If you're correct, you know, how can a Christian nation be a Christian of insult like this? Now, even if you have the rights to insult, how for you Zambia to chefia nyeko insult shachiramu na go to kutia wombashan if we are full of insults. Thank you very much for joining me today. We'll see you sometime. And please don't forget to like my YouTube channel. Bye-bye.